Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, students.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. I'm fine. What about you?
I'm fine
Happy
too.
New Year too.
Yes, it's a new year. And then I want before we are going to the our material, I want to ask about your names and everything about you. Okay, first from you.
My name is Nurullah Talamba. My nickname Lila.
Your hobby?
My hobby sleeping and drawing.
Okay, you.
Hello everyone, my name is Gina Raini. My nickname is Gina Naya Yani Aya. Yeah. And my hobby is actually I don't have any particular hobby, but I think I like to reading a novel.
Okay, you.
Okay, so my name is Nur Intan Rukmaina. You can call me Intan. And then my hobby is playing games. Okay, hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm Salwa Akila. You can call me Salwa. I love drawing and reading novels.
Okay. So hello everyone.
Hello.
So today we're gonna make. So today we're gonna study about what is this? TOEFL. What is this? What TOEFL stands for? Test of English as a Foreign Language. Did anybody knows about what is TOEFL?
It's a test.
Yes, it's test. What kind of test?
English.
Yes.
Standardized test.
Yes.
English test.
Okay. You all are correct. So basically, TOEFL is a test. So basically, TOEFL is a test for English as a foreign language. So it is the standardized test for checking your English proficiency. Okay. Okay. So, what is TOEFL? TOEFL, or Test of English as a Foreign Language, is a English language test created and developed by ETS, Educational Testing Service, and in New Jersey, USA, since 1963. This test is used to measure someone's proficiency in English in an academic context. So, do you understand what the meaning of this?
Yeah, so TOEFL is because it stands for Test of English as a Foreign Language. So this is mean the test for non-native that using English to test their English skills.
Yes. You're right. You got. So, as we know that, as I mentioned before, so basically TOEFL is a test for checking your English skill or checking your proficiency in English. In English, and it first start in USA since 1963. Okay, in New Jersey. And here the types of TOEFL. There are 3 different types of TOEFL tests. Okay, the first is EBT TOEFL or International TOEFL. Okay, the second is Institutional TOEFL or ITP TOEFL. And the last is local or TOEFL Lite. ITP or International TOEFL. So basically, EBT is a TOEFL test for study or work abroad. So if you want to study or work abroad, you have to do EBT TOEFL first to check your proficiency or skills in English. EBT is a test for computer based. So EBT is computer based, so you can do it online or by using computer or any kind of internet. And then the second is institutional ETP or second is institutional or ETP TOEFL. And this is for checking proficiency employee or students, but not for going abroad or study or working abroad. Only to see your skills and proficiency. So if you do ETP, it's only for checking your skills in English, not for going abroad or not for study abroad. Only checking. Do you understand?
Yes.
And also, local light or TOEFL light is a TOEFL that TOEFL that using in local in your own city or your own country. Okay, and also we have another TOEFL types is PBT. PBT. What is PBT? PBT is stand for paper-based test. So this TOEFL is using paper. You come to the some place and you do the TOEFL test in the place with paper, not with computer. So it's different from EBT. Okay. Okay, next one. Next slide is range score. So after you do the TOEFL, you get your range score. So here the range score for TOEFL. The first is 310 until 420. It's a basic level or elementary. So if you got your score you score in 310 or 420, it's a basic level. And after that, if you got 420 or until 480, you are low intermediate level. Okay, and the next 418 until 520 is high intermediate level, and then 525 until 677 is advanced level. So here the lowest range. And here the highest range. If you want to check your proficiency in English, especially for going abroad or study abroad or working abroad, you have to get the point or the score around high intermediate level or advanced level. if you only got basic level and low intermediate, you can retake your TOEFL test until you got this point or score. And today we are going to learn about ETP TOEFL. As I mentioned before, do you who is understand what is ETP stands for?
Institutional test.
So basically, ETP is TOEFL only for checking the proficiency of English for students or employee. Yes, it's only for checking, not for going abroad or for enter to the university or enter to the board like that. Yes.
What the P in the ITP stands for?
Apa ya?
Ini search dulu.
Search.
Belum ya, bukan ya.
Yes.
I want to ask what the P in the ITP stands for.
So basically P is stands for program. So ITP is institutional test program. Yeah, for checking your proficiency in English. Only for checking, not for going to university or work or study work or working abroad. Why we learn about this? Because before we are going to do IBT or PBT test for going to the university or working abroad, we have to prepare ourselves. So from the start, so I choose to learn about ITP first before we are going to another types of TOEFL. Okay, ITP test, ITP TOEFL. ITP TOEFL for ITP TOEFL, there are 4 skills that for ITP TOEFL there are 3 points that using for assignment. Yes, first is listening comprehension. Second is reading comprehension, and the last is written structure and expressions. Okay, the first is listening comprehensions. So the listening sections contains record material that includes the vocabulary and idiomatic expressions, typically of spoken English, as well as grammatical construction used in speech. The question test your comprehension of both short and long conversations and talks. So in these sections, you have to listen about short or long conversations. The first section. So basically, listening is you listen about conversations, short or long conversations. So you have to prepare yourself to listen every word in the listening sections and understand about what the meanings of what the conversations about. And then the sections will do in 30 to 50 minutes. So you have to answer all of the questions around 30 to 50 minutes. And then the last is there are 50 questions. So you have to answer 50 questions only in 30 to 50 minutes. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes. And here are skill assess in listening comprehension. So first is identifying the primary points and supporting details. So in these sections, you have to understand more about the primary points and supporting details because the skills that assess. The second is understanding the spoken language and grammar. Your spoken language and your grammar will be assessed in this section, so you have to learn more about that. And then following speaking comments and instructions. As I mentioned before in the listening comprehension, you have to really listen about what the conversation is about and what the conversation what the conversation want to tell you. Okay, and the last is understanding conversations and lecturers. Yeah, you have to understand about all the conversations and all of the lecturers in listening sections. So do you understand?
Yes.
Any question?
Not yet. Okay.
So here are all of the skills that assess in listening comprehension. So you have to really pay attention of this. Okay? And here are the material for listening conversations. The first is synonym. Who understand about synonym?
The same word or
Yeah.
same meaning.
Yes. So synonym is a similar word of another word. Like that. So in the listening comprehensions, you have to sometimes in the question you have to guess a synonym of the word in the listening in the conversation. So you have to pay attention. The example of synonym is like big. The synonym of big is
Large.
yeah, large. Large. And then small. What is the synonym of small?
Tiny.
Yes, tiny
Little.
or little. Yes, correct. And any others. So you have to learn about synonym. So you have to learn more and try to find any kind of synonym. And then negative sentence. What is negative sentence?
The sentence that have no in the structure.
Yes, correct. So basically, the negative sentence is a sentence that have no or for saying no or don't. Yes. The example is no, don't, doesn't, wasn't. Sometimes in the listening comprehension in it false. You have to change the positive sentence into negative sentence, or you have to guess which one is negative sentence in the conversation. So you have to prepare for that. And then comparative. I think all of you know about comparative. Comparative is like compare some things. Like you can the example is bigger, harus bigger apa ya?
Wider.
Ya boleh. Wider, like that. And then the last is English expression. So based in the listening comprehensions, you have to know about the expressions of the conversations. Like you have to guess if the people in the conversations feel happy or not, or pay attention of them. So all of the material you have to pay attention with these materials. And here are the parts of listening comprehensions in TOEFL. Part A, short conversations between two people. So you hear about two people talking, maybe talking about their traveling or their daily activity like that. And then the part B is for longer conversations, like they are talking about a specific topic, like maybe a language topic or any kind of topic. And then the part C, talks or lectures. It's basically monologues. So you have to listen about someone monologue about some topic. And here are the examples of what is listening to talk. Okay, you have to watch it.
Now we will begin the test of English with our language. Break the seal and open your test book to the first page. Part A, directions. In Part A, you will hear short conversations between two people. After each conversation, you will hear a question about the conversation. The conversations and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Here's an example. On the recording you hear,
I don't like this painting very much.
"Neither do I." What does the man mean? In your test book, you read, A, he doesn't like the painting either. B, he doesn't know how to paint. C, he doesn't have any paintings. D, he doesn't know what to do. You learn from the conversation that neither the man nor the woman likes the painting. The best answer to the question, what does the man mean, is A, he doesn't like the painting either. Therefore, the correct choice is A. Go on to the next page. Now we will begin Part A with the first conversation. Number 1.
I'm taking 6 courses this semester.
Maybe you should cut down next term.
What does the woman suggest the man do?
Here the part 1, the examples of part 1, so you have to learn about two people talking, like the examples.
Term.
What does the woman suggest the man do? Number 2.
Joyce, did you borrow my ruler?
No, Bill did.
What happened to the ruler? Number 3.
I think it'll be hard for me to write that paper because I'm so tired.
Why don't you do it later on in the day after you've rested?
What does the man suggest the woman do? Number 13.
You could get a ride with her to the craft.
What I wouldn't give for a hot cup of...
You might want to pull your hair.
Fill the space that corresponds
Here
to
the
the letter
examples
of the
of
answer you
part
have
B.
chosen.
The long conversations.
You are not allowed to take notes or write in your textbook. Part A. Stations and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your textbook and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Remember, you are not allowed to take notes or write in your textbook. Go on to the next page. Now we will begin part B with the first conversation. Questions 31 through 34. Listen to a talk in the photographer's studio.
Good morning, can I help you?
Can I get a passport picture taken here?
Yes, we can take it right now.
How long till it's developed?
Just a few minutes. We have a special instant camera for passport pictures.
Great, let's do it.
Fine. Why don't you have a seat over here in front of the screen? You might want to pull your hair back. I've heard that passport agencies sometimes reject applications because the picture doesn't show enough of a person's face.
That wouldn't be any good. Would it help if I tucked my hair behind my ears?
Perfect.
Oh, what about my glasses? I usually take them off when I'm getting my picture taken.
Now, if you plan on wearing them when you use your passport, you should probably just leave them on.
Oh, I always wear them.
Well, then you're okay. Now, if you'd sit still a moment and smile. I think we have it.
Thanks. I hope it doesn't take too long to get the application processed. I'm scheduled to leave at the end of next month.
Maybe you could hand deliver your application to a passport agency instead of mailing it. That would probably save you a few days.
Good suggestion. I think there's one right near the campus.
Number 31. Why does the woman go to see the man?
So in part B, you have to learn about all of the conversations, and then after that, you have also to learn that you have also to listen about the question to answer your question. So in this part, you have to pay attention with that.
I'd like to tell you about an interesting TV program that will be shown to the next page.
And here are the examples of part C. The lecturers are speaking, listening or monologue.
Now read along as the directions for part C are being read. Part C, directions. In this part of the test, you will hear several short talks. After each talk, you will hear some questions. Then, read the 4 possible answers, find the number chosen. Listen to an instructor talk to a TV program that will be shown this coming Thursday. It'll be on from 9 to 10 p.m. on Channel 4. It's part of a series called Mysteries of Human Biology. The subject of the program is the human brain, how it functions, and how it can malfunction. Topics that will be covered are dreams, memory, and depression. These topics are illustrated with outstanding computer animation that makes the explanations easy to follow. Make an effort to see this show. Since we've been studying the nervous system in class, I know you'll find it very helpful. Now listen to a sample question. What is the main purpose of the program?
So, in this part of listening, the conversations will be maybe long, and then this only monologue. So you have pay attention about that, and you have to remember about the particular things happen in the conversations, because you cannot write any clue in the paper sheets, so you have only you have only listened about the question and the conversation. So in the listening comprehensions, the most important thing you have to do is focus about the primary points and the understanding of the conversations. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, any question? No? Okay, we will go to the next sections. The next section is structure and written expressions. So these sections consist of sentences that test your knowledge of structural and grammatical elements of standard written English. So basically, it's a writing test that tests about your English skills in writing. So these sections have 40 questions. And then you have to clear all of the questions only in 25 minutes. Okay? And here, skills that assess in structure and written expression. So first is recognizing correct grammatical structures. So your grammatical structures in your writing is assessed in these sections. So pay attention of that. And the next is detecting and fixing mistakes in sentence structures and usage. The third, understanding the relationships between sections of the sentence. And the last, writing simple and accurate phrases. So here are all the skills that you have paid attention of that in the structure and written expressions. So you will get a good score. You have to remember of that all skills that assess in the sections. And here types and examples of writing in TOEFL EDB. The first type is structures. In these sections, you will be faced with incomplete sentence, usually in the form of gap sentence, with one missing part, like this. Examples. One missing part. Your task is to choose the most appropriate word or phrase for several answer options to complete the sentence. This type of question tests your understanding of sentence patterns, word relationships, and correct grammatical usage. Here are the examples. The professor, blah 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 blah, the lecturer before the students arrive. And then, in the examples, you have to fill the gap. Which one is the correct or appropriate answer for these questions? Anybody want to answer? Yes?
A is completed.
Yes, correct. Second is written expressions. In these sections, you are given a complex sentence and asked to find which part contains a grammatical error. You are given a complex sentence and asked to find which part contains a grammatical error. These errors can include incorrect verb forms, mistakes in subject-predicate pairs, or other grammatical rules. This type of questions challenge you to be more meticulous because sometimes the mistakes are very very subtle and not immediately visible. So, like the examples, this written expressions, you have to know about the sentence, which one is incorrect in this sentence. Like the examples, each of the students are required to submit their assignment by Friday. Which of word or which grammatical error that contains in this sentence? Anybody wants to answer? Yes.
Each of.
Yes, correct. Why? Because
Because it doesn't need the each of because it already has a subject like the students.
okay, correct. Give applause. Okay. Alright, and the last section is reading comprehensions. This section of the TOEFL ITP is designed to measure the ability to read and understand short passages, similar in topic and styles to those read in course taught at North American University and colleges. The section of this sections is basically your reading proficiency or your reading skills in English is checked by this section. So the sections have 50 questions, and also you have to answer all of the questions only in 55 minutes. So between reading, between listening comprehensions, structure and writing, structure and writing expressions, and reading comprehensions, which one is the longest that have longest time to read the text? Yeah, reading comprehensions, and the shortest times is for written structure and written expression. And okay, next slide. And here are skills that assess in reading comprehensions. First, understanding the basic concepts and supporting details. So your understanding of the basic concept and supporting details in the text will be assessed, and then you have to pay attention of that by not reading really fast. You can read it slowly and understand about all the points in the text. And the second is identifying the author's goal and tone. Like I said before, you have to really pay attention when reading, not too slow or not too fast, so you can understand about the author's goals and tone. And then the last is drawing inferences and predicts understanding language and complicated sentence structures. Yes, you really have to pay attention when reading, so you can understanding language and complicated sentence structure in the text. Do you understand? And these are the skills that you have to prepare in the reading comprehension section in ITP TOEFL. And here are reading techniques or maybe reading tips and tricks when you do reading in reading comprehension in the ITP TOEFL. First is skimming. I think all of you know about what skimming stands for. So skimming is the reading selectively to get a general idea of what an article is about. Like you not read all of the text, but you only read about the general idea. Like you highlight the point by reading, but not all of that. You just only look at the text and you highlight the main point. The first paragraph is this, and then the second paragraph is this, and the last paragraph is this. So you not reading all of the text, and it will It will make your reading text fast. But when you're skimming, sometimes you miss the point, so you also have to scanning. So scanning is searching for a specific piece of information. Your only purpose is to locate that information. First, you have to read about the question. You read about the question, and then after you read the question, you find a specific piece of information that the question say about. So you only search about what is the question about in the text, not only you read all the material or all of the text. You only scan or search about the word or some sentence that help in the question. And the third is summarizing. Summarizing is a strategy that allows us to categorize and classify the information gathered as readers, sorting and significant ideas, events, and other pieces of information. So summarizing basically is after you skimming and you scanning, you summarize all of the important point in the text. So you not feel confused about what the text want to say about. So the techniques of reading are three. The first is skimming, scanning, and summarizing. And here, types of reading question in TOEFL IT. The first is asking about the main idea. In the question, you will be asked about what kind of main idea in the text. So the example is, what is the primary focus of the paragraph 2? So if you got a question about what is the primary focus of the paragraph 2, you can only focus on paragraph 2, so you not will feel confused. And then the second, based on the text, what does the author want to convey? So these two are the examples of asking about the main idea question in reading comprehensions. And the second is asking for the meaning of word. So in the reading question, you also have to mention about the meaning of a word. Like the example is, the term important can be replaced with which of the following. And then the word sufficient in line 5 is closer in meaning to. So you have to guess about the meaning of the word. And number third, asking about the location of a paragraph or line of text. So you have to search about the line of a paragraph of text. Then the example is, which paragraph provides details about, and at which point in the text does the author discuss. So in asking about the location, you only focus about the location in the question. Like this, which paragraph provide details about. So you have to search which paragraph that provide about the details. That. And then number 4, asking for the context reference of a word. For example, the word which in the passage refers to. And then the last, asking true, false, or not mentioned statements. So you have to guess if the statement is true or false or not. And then the example is, based on the passage, which statement inaccurately describes. And here the examples of reading text in reading comprehensions. Which do you want? Anybody want to read this text? Anybody want to read this text?
I want to read the first test and
I will read the second.
Okay. First, you.
The railroad was not the first institution to impose regularity on society or to draw attention to the importance of precise timekeeping. For as long as merchants have set out their wares at a break and criminal festivities have been celebrated, people have been in rough agreement with their neighbors as to the time of day.
Second is the value of this tradition is today more apparent than ever. Were it not for public acceptance of a single yardstick of time, such a life would be unbearably chaotic. The massive daily transfers of goods, services, and information would proceed in fits and starts. The very fabric of modern society would begin to unravel.
Okay. And these are the questions based on the text. So the first question is what is the main idea of the message? What is the main idea of the text that you read?
This
Yes.
see an accepted way of measuring time is essential for the smooth functioning of society.
So your answer is C.
Yes.
Number one. Correct. The answer is C. Accepted way of measuring time is essential for the smooth functional of society. And the second, who wants to answer?
Me.
Okay.
The answer is the people's agreement on the measurement of time.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Okay. According to the second paragraph, the phrase this tradition refers to people agreement on the measurement of times. Correct. Okay. The next slide is. That's last sections that we learned today. So basically, I think we two falls steps have the sections. There are listening comprehensions, writing, and reading comprehensions. And then I think we two fall only for checking proficiency or skills of employee or students, not for going to university or checking or working abroad. Yeah. And before we close this course or the material today, I want to give you a real question about TOEFL, ITP TOEFL. So you have to answer that. Okay, I already sent you a PDF.
Yes, miss.
Okay, you have to answer the question. So the question is about ITP TOEFL, and you have to answer that. And after you answer that question, I will close this course. Okay. There are only I give you only 30 questions. So listening contents of 10 questions, and then reading contents about 10 questions, and then writing also contents about 10 questions. So you have to answer that. I give you 20 minutes maybe. It is enough?
Enough, please.
So if you feel confused, you will ask me.
Where's the PDF, miss?
The PDF I sent you into our group class. Remember, when you do listening comprehensions, you have to pay attention. Remember, in reading comprehensions, you also have to pay attention when reading, not too fast or not too slow. You can use the techniques that we learned before, skimming, scanning, and summarizing. So it will help you to find the information based on the text. In writing sections or structure and writing expressions, you have pay attention about the grammaticals, and then you have to pay attention if your grammar was correct or not, and you don't too fast when you write it. Take it time. Do you have any question?
So the reason why reading take more minutes to answer, is it because the article that we should read, or the question is more complex?
It depends. Sometimes the article is too long and you have to read and pay attention of that, and you have to find the point there. And then also the question sometimes feel complicated. So I give you a tips that you can use the techniques scanning and summarizing, so it will help you. So in listening section in PDF that I shared to you contain of 20 or maybe 40 questions, but you only have to answer 10 questions, 10 first question. It's only for your it's only for your practice, so don't feel really depressed when you do this TOEFL practice. Only answer based on your knowledge. You know. Remember, when you're writing, you have to pay attention about grammatical. It's only for your practice, so don't feel so depressed or feel so dizzy. Not too long. It's only 20 minutes. Oh yeah, the question. Not long. I only search for simple question, only 30 questions. So fighting. Okay, time's up, guys. Time's up.
Oh no.
It's okay if you cannot.
Yet.
It's okay if you cannot finish the question or the PDF I gave to you. It's okay because it's only for practice. Yeah, it's only for practice before you do the real test of ITP people. And before I close this class, I want to ask maybe third question. Okay, the first question is what ITP stands for? Yes.
Institutional Test Program.
Okay, good one. The second is what is the three sections in ITP TOEFL? Yes, you.
Listening, reading, and writing.
Can you be more specific?
Reading test,
Reading comprehension?
reading comprehension, listening comprehension, and writing comprehension.
Okay, good one. But written and structures? Comprehension. Okay. No, structure and written expressions.
Expression.
Structures and written expressions. Good one. Okay, and the last question is what types of TOEFL? You.
Ada IDP,
Yes.
CBT, IDP. Dia institutional, tes
program. Terus komputer udah